yeah, it's that time of the year. It's getting colder. Got to wear a little bit more. You know, Christmas time is coming up. It's a wonderful time of the year, except your testosterone level is going to drop. Yeah, so I was doing my own, home testosterone kit check, from my partners at Let's Get Checked. And basically it comes down to, my testosterone levels during the summer were a good 100 points higher than it is during the winter. And, why does that happen? It's a normal cycle, and we're going to talk about that today. So basically I'm going to talk about why that happens and what you can do to get that taken care of. And hey, by the way, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 23 years I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly, now known as Goodwood. And what we do around here is we tell you how to get your sexual performance game up. And that means that your testosterone levels need to be up, but it's cyclicals. There's some things that happen that you need to understand so you can have a good time during the winter too. So specifically, we're going to talk about why your testosterone levels drop and what you can do about it. And of course, I gotta give a quick shout out to my man Russell Don't Get It in the comment section. And also Paul Jones, congratulations on that weight loss, man. Keep that going. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that notification bell so you get some more of this information. And what I'm gonna do is break this down because it's so cold till it cannot be broken anymore. And like I said before, I get my testosterone check from home with our partners at Let's Get Checked. You can check in the description below for the link. And basically during the summer, the last time that I did a check, I was at a good 660. And then right here during the winter time, checked it again, 560. I'm looking to get to that 700 at 800 level. So what happens? Why did it happen during the winter? Really, I wasn't too surprised. I've done research on this before and talked about how your testosterone levels go up during the summertime. So of course it goes down during the wintertime. And we're going to talk about the three main things that occur why this actually happens. And we're basically just talking about sun, sleep, water, and we can get into a little bit of the skin. That's the fourth one. We'll talk about that. And please take notes, especially for my guys who are a little bit older, because as you get older, it gets harder for that testosterone levels to kick back up during the summer. So you don't want too much of a dip during the winter. And let's be clear about something. When it comes to testosterone levels, it can fluctuate. That's the reason why you need to take it. When you're taking a test, you do it at the same time during the day. Take it first thing in the morning. And also it could depend on what type of sleep you got, what kind of workout you're doing. It fluctuates all the time, but you want to do the things that keeps it up as often as possible. That's what we talk about around here. So let's get into that sun. By far, the biggest reason why the testosterone change. Now, when we're talking about direct sunlight, I'm not talking about the light that comes in through the windows or you're blocking out the UV rays. Direct sunlight on your skin activates your vitamin D, actually, which is an actual hormone that is a precursor for development of testosterone. Now, of course, during the winter, and this depends on where you live, but there's just less sun, period, less time the sun is up. And of course, it's colder, so you're outside a lot less as well. Now, I worked at jobs where literally I did not see the sun all day. You got to work by 7 o'clock, you got off about good 5 o'clock, and you're inside. And I was at a job where there were no windows. So there was no sun the entire time I was at work. And of course, even if you get a chance to get outside into the sun, well, you got more clothes on, so that means less exposure to the sun. Studies have shown that just a few weeks in the sun where your chest is exposed and your genitals are exposed, you will actually have an increase of testosterone about a good 20%. I know a guy who is literally picking out his house depending upon how the sun is shining so he can get his nude sunbathing on. Hey, can't knock the hustle. Now, of course, we got to talk about sleep because that's sort of related to the sun. And we talk about that all the time because sleep is when your testosterone forms. So when it comes down to it, when it comes to the sun, when it comes to exercise, when it comes to your diet, that is all testosterone potential. Now, all that doesn't matter if that testosterone potential got hit up with some bad sleep. It just goes down. It just tanks everything you just did, man. And so what helps with sleep? Sun, exercise, and a good diet. And so basically what happens during the winter? less sun, more holidays to mess with your food, and exercising. It's not as much time to be outside in the sun. And of course, we have to talk about that water. During the winter months, you actually tend to sweat less and you're not moving as much, so you don't really get that thirst trigger, to drink more water, so you tend to drink less water. That, my friend, is a huge mistake. 75% of people are chronically dehydrated. This lowers your testosterone and increases your cortisol, so now you have a bad situation all around. Most guys have heard about that standard 8 glasses of water a day. We've heard this for a long time. Why is that? Really, that's because that's how much you just normally lose during the day. We're talking about how much you lose through breathing, through sweating, through urination, through defecation. All of that's water. The problem is, of course, if you're already chronically dehydrated and you're just replacing what you normally lose during the day, you're never catching up. So you need to be drinking more water and be paying attention to it, especially during the winter. Now, let's talk about that bonus one, that the one thing that helps out a lot. Let's talk about that skin. Just looking at skin. Back in the day, I couldn't wait for that time of the year. Springtime came around. I would go straight to Howard University, the real HU. I saw you, man. I saw your comment, man. The real HU. And while they're on the yard, just looking around at the fun women, because all of a sudden you got the sundresses, the shorter skirts, you got more skins. Happy times for my testosterone. Of course, it'd be slightly creepy if I was doing it now, but still. And of course, during the winter, just depending on where you live, you're seeing less flesh. Now, even if you're married, you're in a committed relationship, just the sight of other women with their flesh out, it does a little bit for you. It helps out a little bit. This, of course, is an indirect effect on your testosterone, but it's an effect nonetheless. So if you add up, you haven't had the sun, you haven't had your good water, your sleep is off, and you're not seeing anything that turns you on, ooh, testosterone dip. So fellas, pay attention to all of those things right there. You can put it into your life, even if you're just taking a walk, even if you are just standing by the window and you're getting some sun, you're not getting the UV rays, you're still getting some benefit. During the winter months, you need everything you can get. So, question of the day, have you noticed a change during that switch from the summer months to the winter months? I know that I used to always get depressed around October. That was because, well, it was inside and a lot of times you're in school, and so it's like levels of stress, and you're just dealing with the fact that your testosterone levels are going down. And of course, if you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell so you can get some more of this information. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard, even in the winter. Peace out.